Hi everybody, I am just finishing up at the grocery store. Had to actually go there and went to my local ShopRite and I got all the stuff for corned beef and cabbage dinner. I am really Irish, it turns out. I had my DNA done and I am 70% Irish, which is not really a surprise, I guess. And I am 30% British, French, and Dutch. Ancestry says just British, but the circle they drew on the map covered France and the Netherlands as well. So I do believe that I am what my mom said I was. Irish, English, French, Dutch, and I believe that I have Seneca, Indian, Native American blood, but Ancestry never seems to pick that out. My husband is definitely part Cherokee, and his ancestry didn't put that on there either, so I guess it's no surprise that they did not get his... This is really bad lighting, by the way. When I turn onto the other highway, it'll improve. But I am so hot because it's one of those in-between days where it's like 50, so you still need a coat, but inside the store I was boiling hot. So yeah, so I'm like very sweaty. Anyway, I have Saturday makeup on. My Saturday makeup is pretty simple makeup. So anyway, I did have a lot to talk about. I have been sick. Let's see, do I tell you the super personal thing? I might cut this out. So, the super personal part of my health issue is that my doctor has noted that my liver enzymes have been elevated for a while. Not hugely elevated, but, you know, moderately elevated. And I think I had one normal blood test. So she had me get a ultrasound called an alexography, or I don't know, but it measures how flexible your liver is, and when it's not very flexible, it can indicate that you have like cirrhosis of the liver. So my test came back that my liver was slightly inflexible in one area, and so I had to have a liver biopsy. The doctor actually hurt me. You know, I know that he had to get samples from all different areas of my liver. When I woke up, it hurt like you would not believe, and so I'm like a no narcotics person. I take, like, you know, aspirin. If I have a headache, I don't take anything that's narcotic. And so the nurse came over. My blood pressure was super low. My daughter was with me, but she's not a medical person, so she didn't really know any better. But my blood pressure was super low, and the nurse said, well, he ordered a 0.5 milligram of Dilaudid for you. Now, Dilaudid is like super narcotic. It doesn't always have an effect on people, all people, but on me it had a major reaction. She said, and my blood pressure, those of you out there who may have some medical knowledge, my blood pressure was only 87/44. And she said, he ordered a 0.5 milligram of Dilaudid, but I'm going to give you the whole thing. Now, I don't know what kind of people she's used to. Certainly not me, because I felt the narcotic go up my back, up the back of my neck, and into my head. And when I wasn't asleep, I was violently ill. So yeah, it was really bad. I was throwing up quite a bit, and then I'd fall asleep again, because actually I should say pass out again because of the drugs. So yeah, so that was a horrible experience, and I feel like she almost killed me, because I don't know how low my blood pressure went. And my daughter did say to her at one point, aren't you concerned that her blood pressure is so low? And the nurse, who I think was like pretty new out of nursing school, because she was only like 25 maximum, like maybe 22 or something. She was very young and working in a critical care area where she really shouldn't have been. And she said, no, I'm not concerned. Well, you know, you should be concerned when somebody walks in with a blood pressure of 130 over 75 and ends up at 87 over 44. So I am happy to report that my biopsy was negative. It took me quite a while to recover from that. I couldn't take any deep breaths at all because my liver, I believe my liver was just bruised. I absolutely couldn't take a deep breath, and every time I did I had severe pain. And now that's gone, and now I'm pretty much back to normal. So yeah, I'm really happy that I don't have cirrhosis of the liver, because we were already talking about who would be a match for me that I could get a transplant from. So, you know, being the Irish bunch that we are, we imagined the worst. My husband, who is only 20% Irish, he just was like, yeah, I know everything's going to be fine with you. So, you know, he wasn't worried. So anyway, that is one of the reasons that I have been absent from YouTube for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I apologize, guys, for not at least pre-recording a bunch of videos for you. But I really didn't think that I was going to feel as sick for as many days as I did. I didn't realize that recovery was going to take me so long. So I just thought, yeah, it's just a biopsy. Next day I'll be able to make a video, walk around, you know, walking, talking normal, and I was not. So, which brings me to my next topic of conversation, and that is the stress of moving. I know some of you out there probably have owned property and sold it and moved to other houses. If you have anything to say, another police officer, so I'm going to stop talking for a second. The police in this state are super hypersensitive to anything. Basically, like, if they pull one car over, there's like 3 of them, you know, pulling that car over. So, yeah. So anyway, I think they may have a ticket quota. I'm not positive, but, you know, when you need them, they are there right away. When I had my head injury, they came immediately. So anyway, back to moving. My husband and I have lived in this house now for 25 years. It'll be in July, 25 years. Yeah, we moved in 1994. Yeah. Do you know how much crap you collect over time? Well, those of you who've been watching my 1000 Declutter have seen me get rid of a lot of stuff. I'm already like past 800 items, and I think I'm going to be past 1,000 by the time I get done. I was sitting there looking at my bookshelf, and a lot of the books are already gone, but it's still pretty full. I'll show you guys later. I put a couple of knickknacks in places because that's what our real estate agent suggested. Like, you know, take at least half the books out and put like knickknacks and stuff on the shelves also, so people can see how they can actually use the bookshelf. So I still have to clean. I've gotten rid of, you guys know, I've gotten rid of a ton of books. The books that I have upstairs in the bedroom are all really good, great condition, like new. I've read about half of them, and I want to give them to my library rather than just a regular Goodwill shop. So rather than just give them to Goodwill, I do want to donate them to my library, because I have actually seen some of my books show up on the shelves there. And so what they do is they look and they see if they don't have the book and there's any demand for it, then they'll add it to their inventory. If they already have a copy but it's worn out because it's been taken out often or whatever, then they, wow, my phone is shaking. I apologize. It's the mount. It's screwed up ever since the motor vehicle lady pulled the thing off of I had to get the car inspected. So even though I bent it down as far as you could go, she still wanted it off the dashboard. So anyway, I do have to get rid of at least another half, and those will go to the library, so I'll be adding more to the 1000 declutter. I actually already have several things that I did record for that, and I recorded those things, and I'm just holding them. I label them as for 1000 declutter. That's why when you see, sometimes you'll see me talk about one thing. I don't do it all at once. I do it over the course of like many days, and then I make a video that's, wow, my lighting is actually better. Then I make a video that's actually a lot more. I say actually a lot, don't I? Too bad. Anyway, those of you, somebody criticized me for that. You go on video. It was somebody who doesn't make videos, and she was like criticizing that kind of me. Better put I like to put the cruise control on just so I might make sure I don't accidentally speed and get the ticket. So anyway, I have so much stuff that I have to gather together, and while I've been thinking about it, I've been thinking I have to get rid of more makeup. Now I've already done declutter for highlight, blush, and bronzer, and it all fits in one drawer, except I got one more thing and I couldn't fit it in the drawer. So, and I don't want to expand. I don't want to have a blush drawer and a highlighter drawer and a bronzer drawer. I just want one drawer that comfortably fits my favorite things. And so, yeah, I also have a lot of old makeup, so I have to get rid of the old stuff and add the new stuff. I started adding stickers to the backs of things for when I got it, and slash when I opened it, so that's gonna help. But I want to get rid of like at least half of my makeup, because when I think about moving, you know, I think to myself, do I want to bring all that makeup with me? No, I don't. And I would like everything to fit in one Alex cabinet, because I'd like the other one completely, strictly reserved for planner stuff and stickers and craft supplies. So, you know, I don't want to have two Alex 9 drawers full of stuff. That's going to be tough, because I don't want to give up any of my skincare. So that has to stay, but I have to figure it out. I have to find a way. I just have to find a way, because you know, right now the way things are is not good. I'll still, when we move, have to take everything out of the Alex drawers, and I'm sorry about the shaking. And I will have to like wrap things and be prepared to unwrap them to put them back in the Alex after we move. But yeah, I have too much. I don't want to wrap all this stuff. So even though I've already done pretty much everything except lipstick, I'm gonna do it all again. So you're gonna see a lot of declutter videos coming up, and I'll include those things in my 1000 declutter. Anything that's super expensive, or that well, let's not even say that, because there's some expensive things that I haven't liked. But anything that I really love, I'm not going to declutter. I don't want to declutter just for the sake of decluttering. By the way, how do you guys like my gray hair? It's like a weird color. It's starting to look a little blue. Ooh, like blue-haired old lady. But anyway, I hope you'll enjoy that journey with me. I hope this update finds you well, and I really appreciate all the subscribers who wrote to me and said they were worried, you know, that they hadn't seen me in 2 weeks. Because I'm normally online a couple times a week at least, and sometimes I'm online every day, and so I really, really have to say thank you so much for caring enough to ask me if I'm okay. So, anyway, it is really stressful because the real estate agent is coming to our house on the 25th. My son's room is a freaking disaster. My room, my office, is kind of a disaster, but it's a controlled disaster. So we're going to be moving a lot of my craft and sewing supplies downstairs to where we have boxes that are going with us. Stuff that we're moving with us. And, you know, so it's, now that I know where I'm going to put them, it's not a problem. Everything's in plastic bins or cardboard boxes. So if you've gone through this, I don't know how you sell a house and buy a house. The way our real estate agent explained it to us is you have to either qualify for 2 mortgages, which I can't on my own income, because, you know, remember my husband's sick, and so I'm the primary breadwinner. Oh my God, it's shaking so much. It's like little tiny rough spots in the road post-winter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, here in New Jersey we get a lot of potholes and rough spots, and they're constantly fixing. So, you know, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how to do this. I know I've found houses that I like that are smaller than my own. I have found houses that I like, but I can't buy any yet. Police, they're always looking at you. There we go. I know a cop just went by. I'm sorry, police officer. I have police officers in my own family, so I am pretty sensitive to that. So I don't know how this works. Like, I can't afford 2 mortgages, and what happens if you sell your house and you're not in a house yet? And then you're like desperate to just get into a house, and then before you know it, you're getting something you don't want. So I know we want to go smaller, and I know we want either a very low split level, kind of like my daughter's house, where you walk in on the ground floor and there's a living room and a kitchen, and then down 4 or 5 steps there's the family room, and then up 5 or 6 steps there's the bedrooms. My husband and I both love that house style, and it's not, he doesn't think it'd be too difficult for him to negotiate. So either that or a rancher, and there are not a lot of ranchers around here. So and the ones that are out there are not great, and I just don't know. Like, what do we do? Live in a hotel for a week or a month, or I don't know. Any of you guys have, if you've ever gone through this, please let me know how it worked out for you, because my real estate agent kind of scares us a little. So anyway, my phone is telling me that it's gonna die soon. It's got down like really low. I didn't charge it last night. I fell asleep with it in my hand last night. Not a good thing. But then I woke up enough to put on my CPAP, which is a good thing. So anyway, I hope this has been good for you guys to hear my story, why I've been out, you know, what, you know, of course I caught a cold too. You know, God forbid you just have one issue, you get sick the other way too. Man, the police are everywhere today. I wonder why. But anyway, you know, of course you catch a cold when you've gone through hell, and when you cough, it hurts like hell. So, yeah. So, it's been a tough couple weeks for me. But now I'm back. I don't have any liver disease. Everything was negative, and I am very happy about that. And now I have a bigger inducement to lose some weight. So that's a whole different video. You guys have seen me and the shape I'm in, and so you know I'm not skinny. and before I started Stitch Fix, which by the way I got a box I have to unbox for you guys. By the way, down below I do have a link for Stitch Fix where you get a $25 credit that basically pays for your first styling fee. So you get a box and it's already paid for, and then I'm just going to tell you real quick, if you find something in the box you like, which normally happens to everybody, then you keep that item and that $25 credit goes straight toward the total cost of that item. So yeah, so it's pretty freaking good, so, and easy, and you can quit after that box. My daughter did. She actually put her membership on hold. She froze her membership. So she got her free styling fee. She had the $25, paid for something that she liked, and then she put the membership on hold, and you can quit anytime. So it's like a no-brainer, no issues. So thank you very much for listening to me ramble, and I will talk to you again soon. I'm home. Bye. And my son is out here to help me.